Peace and love.
Hi, Facebook family and friends. I'm T. Hatchett, and
What's up, y'all?
we are the Hatchett Chronicles.
What's good? What's happening? What it look like? What it should be? What it could be? What up, though, y'all? What's happening? What we got out there? What up, world? What up, world? What's good? I want to ask, did anybody check me out today on WQFS, Greensboro, North Carolina radio station? Slated.
I
Killed
was
it.
very proud of you, Raven.
Slammed it.
I was listening to you. I stopped writing my sermon.
Oh, nice.
Is it really though?
Oh, that was beautiful.
DJ just Jay.
What's good, fam? What's the deal, my brother? Appreciate the check-in.
I guess you wonder why I'm not saying it.
Yeah.
I'm getting on your nerves. Go ahead, say it. I dare you to say it. Bring some drama to Hatchet Chronicles.
Oh, I won't do none of that. Sorry.
Oh, we gonna have some drama tonight. Cause what is the topic? Together for years. And there's a deep dark secret. Somebody's got a secret. It's coming out tonight.
I don't do those.
You don't do those? Well, maybe it's me then.
Wow.
Okay, so it's 8 o'clock. Okay, so now we can start with the 8 o'clock.
Lord help me. Not tonight, please.
So let's see what's happening in our world. Well, I'll tell you what's happening in mine. Stevie G is on the radio station not www. The radio station is Untapped Music Radio airtime.pro. Don't put the www in front of it because it won't come up. So it's just Untapped Music Radio airtime.pro. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 o'clock is the Stevie G's Love Search prelude to The Quiet Storm. And it's his new album that's out, his new CD, EP that's out on all streaming sites. So go get it. We suggest you go to Amazon to get it because that's the easiest place to get it. And in about 2 weeks, it will be for sale. We'll have hard copies. We'll be selling hard copies. Those are in the process of being made now. My book, The Power of God, is still for sale. I'm still helping small businesses get up and running. And also, I'm helping people with finances. I also do credit cleanup. And I'm supporting my husband because he's doing a lot. He was on the radio today, so I hope some of you tuned in to hear him. He really did well. And your turn.
I think it's QFS. I was on a radio station in Greensboro, North Carolina. I was on that station from 12 to 1 today. Oh, that was pretty dope. It was a dope experience. I still got the mixtape out. Um, my beat tape, that's still out on all stream sites. Go to Amazon and you can get the book that I did with the author, the author. Man, I'm a little tired. What else do I have? Oh man. Oh, I still got the joints going on with the movie. Um, I have that. I have so much, man. Just stay tuned to me, man. I'll be dropping links and all kinds of stuff. This
Woo.
forgive me, you guys. This week coming up, because I got some new stuff coming at you.
And also, our website is having technical difficulties. I'm working on it, so
Yeah,
it
man.
is down for the moment. It will be back up very soon. I'm working on it. Robert Jacob, DJ Bilal, what's up? DJ
What's up?
Get Loose.
What's
And
up, my
keep-
brother? What's happening, my brother? What's going on with you? DJ Bilal in the building.
So that be do you have other things?
Oh, I'm gonna be putting up some new edits, and like I know before I said 2 weeks, I've been having a problem with pixel change, so I think I have it rectified. So just check out my Bandcamp within a few days, man. I got about 5 new edits I'm gonna drop up there. I just completed a joint today. It's crazy. Pardon me. Yeah, just check out my Bandcamp in a couple of days, man. Should have some new joints up there. What else? I got the Dot Bundini and Big Homie Stomp joint coming out soon. They got the what is it? The Ill City, I think it is. Ill City joint. Um, that's a movement that's going on in Jersey right now. I think it's a dope movement, man. Some brothers linked up, and they really putting it down. So I'm submitting joints for that project too.
Okay.
So that's what's up. Okay, and with that being said,
Let's get the show going.
forgive me, y'all. I'm a little tired.
Okay, so what is the show about tonight?
Being together for a very long time and wanted either or have a deep dark secret.
Okay, I have a deep dark secret.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay,
I don't
so
want to hear it.
you wouldn't want to hear a deep dark secret?
No.
Let me explain why this came up. This came up from another couple, okay, y'all? But I asked my husband about it, and I thought it would be a topic worth discussing because there are people that hold secrets from someone that they claim to love, but they're afraid to tell them for whatever reason. And so, as most of you know, my husband and I don't hold no secrets. We talk about everything. So
Nothing.
So I tried to. So I have a deep dark secret. So that's how I presented it to my husband. And then we said it would make a good Hatchett Chronicles topic. But I was like, babe, I got a secret.
Yeah.
And so, for real though, you wouldn't want to hear it if I had a deep dark secret.
What is the secret?
Okay, so
You be like we actors doing some damn script or something.
because
This
I
ain't
want,
no scripted show.
but I want to know your reaction.
You already know my reaction because you asked me already.
Yeah, but I didn't have a good one at the time. Now I got a really good one. Because everything that I said, we are together 24/7.
What's your secret?
Okay, my secret is, remember when you asked me to marry you and just before you moved with me? Just before we moved in.
Yeah.
Okay. I was pregnant by somebody else and I didn't tell you. Stop it. See, I knew you was going to do that. And I had an abortion and didn't tell you.
And
That wouldn't have been.
no,
We're against abortion.
yeah, but I'll help you get through it.
But I didn't. I was just afraid to tell you.
All right, well, you finally told me, and I'll help you get through it.
I had an affair before
Oh,
the night
boy.
before we got married.
With who? Your sick self?
That's the night before I got married.
Yeah.
Remember me and Camille went out looking for a shirt for you?
And you were sick? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, hope you enjoyed yourself.
The night before we got here's the problem, guys. I can't hold nothing from him. So he know everything I'm saying I'm lying about because we didn't have no secrets.
And
but
then what happens too is this. I am a man that believes whatever happened before me was before me.
If I had an affair before we got married, that wouldn't have been before you.
That just is what it is. If it happened before me, it is what it is.
But that wouldn't have been.
If you would have had an affair before we got married.
The night before we got married?
Yeah. It wouldn't have been a marriage.
Yeah, but suppose I didn't tell you.
If you didn't tell me and then we got married and then you told me like now.
Like now, yeah.
What can I do about it?
Would that be divorce?
No, I wouldn't divorce you, but I would be pissed off and I wouldn't trust you anymore. I wouldn't trust nothing you say and none of that.
So that would be the end of our marriage.
You would just have messed up a big part of our relationship as far as trust is concerned.
Could I have earned your trust? And see, that's the problem with the couple that I'm talking about. The person that is holding the secret is afraid to tell her mate because she's afraid that he won't trust her and she'll never gain her trust back. So, baby, we have to give them something that will help her. Because, first of all, I don't believe in holding secrets. So, what would you suggest that she does, and how do you gain that person's trust back? Would I have ever been able to gain your trust back?
Depends on the severity of it.
I just told you, like something like that.
I don't know. It would have taken time, yeah. But it would take time to earn my trust back, yeah. I would. You could earn it back, but it would be some time. It ain't gonna be overnight.
So those of you who are in long-term relationships, if your mate had a secret, how would you suggest she go about telling you because for fear? Or if the roles are reversed, I don't see any females on. Are there any females on? If your male mate had a secret, how do you suggest going about telling them after so many years? Or should she hold it? Should she even say anything after so many years? I will tell that person, and whatever happened is going to happen, because if the person find out in a different way, it will be worse than what can turn out to be.
Yes, you're right.
But
bro.
What if it's all these years?
You're right.
Maybe it's not worth taking that chance.
Okay, it might not be worth taking that chance, you say, right? But then is it how are you feeling every time you grin in this person's face or telling this person that you love them and you telling this person, you're feeling sorry and guilty. So you're gonna feel sorry and guilty until it's time for you to go to the grave, because as long as you hold that secret or whatever, it ain't gonna do nothing but tear you up inside. It's not gonna do nothing but tear you up because you're gonna constantly think about it. And
even
then
if
every
you
time
know it could be something that destroys the marriage.
Listen, honesty is the best policy. You never know. If I say something and tell him, maybe he'll forgive me. If he don't, then it's my fault for lying in the first place. At some point, you got to man up and just, you got to face the cards, man. You got to face reality. You got to man up and face whatever it is that you got to make. If you make the bed, you got to lie in it. If you make the bed, you got to lie in it. So I mean, you know,
So how would you advise it? Because in that case, let's say you have a friend like me, and you advise them to tell the truth, and then the marriage breaks up, and then they look at you and blame you. Like it's
you
something that
can't
I
blame.
feel like
How
I
could you
wouldn't
blame
want
me?
because you the one who gave me the advice of telling.
I gave you the advice to be honest. I didn't say tell or anything else. I said be honest. Now, for real, that's your fault because you cheated and you did it.
That's not it. It wasn't cheating.
Well, whatever you did, that was on you because you did that. So now that you did that and we talk, and now I tell you, you should be honest with your spouse or your boyfriend or whatever. You should be honest. That's the best policy. And you go and you be honest, and you know what I mean. That y'all break up or whatever. That's not my fault if y'all break up. You was the one that stepped out. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but okay, so if it's something that not only affects you but affects okay, so Robert said I give you the visual you asked me for.
Right.
Eleanor. Hey
Eleanor.
Eleanor. So let's say because I'm not gonna put anybody's business out there, but let's say it's a situation where as it's affecting like you told this person that this child was theirs and the child is not theirs and y'all can't have no more children and it's been years and this is it has to come out for the child's sake, maybe health wise or something like that.
That's your ass, Mr. Postman.
You are so so Elna, I'm glad there's
See,
a female on here.
if you told me down the line about 10, 12 years after all this time that a child was not mine,
That would be the end of the marriage, wouldn't it?
I don't know how I would react to that. I don't know how. I know one thing. I would never trust you again.
Never.
Ever.
If he's been in that child's life for a while, he will still love the child.
Yeah, of course I would. Of course I
is
would.
it worth in that
And if I
case,
raised
Robert?
a child and
Is it worth telling the truth?
yes.
It is over. That's what Chris ate, Chris. That's what the
Vigilante
Google said.
Slayer
It
is in the
is
building.
over. That's what he said. So, is it worth holding that?
I mean, if it's time to let it out, it's time to let it out. I mean, if it has to be talked about and it has
Robert
to be,
said yes for the child's sake.
yeah, it's definitely a must that you tell a child because sooner or later the child, you know, if there's a hint or an inkling of something different, the child is going to want to know. Is this my biological dad or is this my biological mom or whatever the case may be? You understand? And to keep that from them is super unfair.
Okay,
That
so
would be super, super unfair to them.
you have been okay. And the reason why I use us, baby, is because our relationship is so ironclad that I'm trying to use us kind of as an example. Okay, so we have been happy to this point. We trust each other. Can't nobody tell us. Everything is open. This one thing, like for instance, yeah, I said the cheating, you know, before we got married, the night before I went. This one thing. Now our relationship is so tight that it's unbreakable, but this one thing is so heavy that you're saying it would break. It would be the end of the marriage.
What one thing is that?
Well, a secret, a deep dark secret, like
I don't think that
the child or like the having
child wouldn't be the end of the marriage. I just don't think that right away, I would trust you with anything again. I mean,
Oh my God. Just
down the line somewhere, the trust will be earned back. But it'll be slowly but surely. And even with if you did something if you cheated the night before our marriage and you waited 10 years to tell me, I mean, that's something you did already. And I can't change that time. And the way that I feel about you right now, you understand what I'm saying, is way different from the way that I felt when I said I did. Because as the longer you're with a person, the more you grow to love them, the more the love grows. You understand what I'm saying? So I mean, I loved you. I was in love with you when I said I do, but from that point to right now, I have a different love. It's even more than what that was. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want to lose our marriage right now. I wouldn't want to lose that. I would not want to lose our marriage right now.
So you're saying 15 years down the line,
what?
You would be mad for a while.
What? I'll be livid. You'll be sleeping in a guest room.
I got to go. You go in the guest room.
You came up with that daggone scenario that you did this.
Oh, you gonna put me in the guest room?
Take your ass in the guest room and wait till I say it's all right for you to come back in there and relive.
Oh, man. So I see how you do now.
A little weekend tap and all that. I might come in there.
Oh, so are you still going to think you're going to get something even though you're not mad at me?
You're still my wife.
So that's like... that's cruel and unusual treatment.
No, it's not.
Chris said, should have said it from the jump, busy.
Right.
And Robert said, if the child ever needs blood transplant, it will find out and it will be crushed that's not the person's parent.
That's right.
DJ Jay said, man, I'm out. F that child, you did that, so that's on you. Oh my goodness. Chris said, sometimes life has a weird way of bringing forth the truth.
That's Amen. True. That's right.
Brian said, I like to think my woman of choice as a mate won't do that to me. Okay, that's true.
B, and what's happening, B?
That's what I said about us, but this subject came up from someone that I know. Someone's having a problem in their relationship. And I'm not putting nobody's business out there. We just thought it would be a good subject.
Using the scenario.
Yeah, using the scenario
a subject
and kind of to help this person because
we getting some ideas. Feedback on what to say.
On how they should bring this out.
Handle it.
Eleanor said, one heart seeker can choke the life out of love.
Ooh,
that's deep and so true.
Yes.
Chris said, at least we hope so. Robert said yes. So what you're saying is,
I just wouldn't have my trust in you right now is A1. If you broke that, I would be devastated.
Me too, baby.
I'm being so serious.
Me too.
If you broke my trust right now, I will be devastated. That will be more than, and I'm just being honest. I'm being so honest.
More than we could take.
If you cheated on me, right? I believe I could get over that. I really could, but to break my trust in you,
that's
you understand what I'm saying? I mean, okay, you cheated. All right, so we'll get over that.
Devastated. Chris said devastated. Yeah.
But if you broke my trust, oh my God, I don't know what I would do.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what I would do, but oh man, I would be crushed.
Yeah,
and I'm serious. All jokes aside, I know we laughing and joking and have a good time, and I would be super, super crushed.
And it. I think it goes both ways, but it also hurts me to hear
that's how I would feel, right?
The emotion behind it, not that you. Yeah, that's
not that what I'm saying, but the severity of what it would do to me.
Yeah, that hurts.
And it would hurt me to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It hurts me to think that you did that. Oh my God, are you kidding me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would not want to experience that. It would be.
It would be devastating.
That would crush me
So
bad.
that being said, we would like some.
Give me some feedback.
Yeah,
somebody.
some feedback. How does this person go about? Because it all sounds doomed. It's like, well, if I was in that person's shoes, it'd be like, well, you know what? I'm just gonna ride this to the day of my grave because it sounds so doomed.
But you know what? My thing is this, and I want y'all to chime in right after I say this, so y'all could give me all your feedback and all of that. If you with me, you with me. If you're not, that's what's up too. But I think that honesty is the best policy, and if you're in that type of situation or know someone that's in that type of situation, I suggest for them to be honest and just, you need to confront that, because as long as you hold on to it
and deal with whatever
you're going to give it power, and sooner or later, whatever's done in the dark comes to light. And that's just the bottom line. No matter how long you hold on to that thing, God is going to reveal that thing one day. And it could be at the most ill time. I mean, somebody could be on their deathbed. You understand what I'm saying? And for that to come up at a time like that, you understand what I'm saying? That might not be the case, but I'm just saying anything is possible, right? I just think that to get that out and just man up to what you've done in that relationship would be the best thing to do. I don't think to hold it. If you did it, man up to it. You never know what'll happen. You and that person, that may give you to a stronger bond because you were totally honest and you said, I want to be honest and I don't want, you know what I mean?
And
carry this thing around anymore.
If that person is listening, let me just say that I'm a friend, to the end, and that's why you provided me. But what if you have a friend that's not a friend like myself, and blackmail is real. For real, blackmail is real. And anybody who knows me know that I don't like looking over my shoulder for nothing. And when you hold that secret and somebody else finds out about it, the person might not find out about it, but suppose somebody they know find out about it and try to blackmail you. Listen.
Without even blackmailing, but just suppose somebody else found out about it. And you know what I mean? They came to you and said, yo, so-and-so told me. And you're going to look at them like they got three heads. Like, how did that get out?
No, but I'm saying to have something held over your head.
Right. Okay.
You're not the Bible says you're not supposed to be a slave to anything.
Right.
And if somebody else finds out about that and have to hold it over their head, that's in itself, never mind the guilt of holding a secret, but then on top of it, somebody that can hold something over your head. That's the talk. You don't want that. So
that's too
even
much.
though it might be.
But see, and my thing again, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but my thing again, it's on you, and you have to own up to what you always have to stand on your own thing.
Unfortunately, you might not want to.
You might not want to. You might not want to lose that person, but here's the thing.
But like you said about God, you never know.
You never know, and my thing is too. If you didn't want to lose that person, that's something you shouldn't have done in the first place.
Well, wait. Let me just address that.
Seriously.
People grow and change, babe. And how you was in a bit, and you always talk about that. That's why you say, because I asked you questions that I've asked you before.
Of course, you've changed since then.
I've changed since then. So people change. And what you did then, you might not be that person no more.
You may not be that person anymore. But the damage is done. Am I right or wrong?
It is.
And as long as you hold that, it's still a deep, dark secret, right or wrong.
That's true.
So as long as you hold that, you've never given me all of you. Am I right or wrong?
That's true.
But you sit and you tell me I love you with all of me, and I give you all of me, and you hold that. That's a lie. You understand?
Well, I'm just wait.
I'm just look.
She would never tell you.
Listen, I'm just keeping it across the board. If I could be like that, Everybody could be like that. There's no problem with being like that. I hide nothing from you, and I never have, and I never will. Good, bad, or indifferent.
Anything from you
I will never do that. And I know if it's gonna hurt you, I'm still gonna tell you. I have to. That is my duty as a man,
so
as a person that I said.
Serious when you said I couldn't sing?
Yeah. Yeah, that was not a joke.
Baby.
And I don't care how much you clutch your pearls.
How dare you?
Or somebody tell you
I thought you was
scared. I'm just saying.
Okay, Eleanor said, once that trust is broken, you become doubtful of everything, and it's almost impossible to regain that trust again. That's true. Eleanor said, the truth, no matter how bad it is, can be forgivable, but a lie will eat like cancer in the soul. Amen, Eleanor. Chris said, they'll face your heart, your hand, or make you do stuff you don't want to do. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Chris said they'll force your hand or make you do stuff you don't want to do. So if somebody else found out that secret. Right. Chris said, come to my crib, give me that body or pay me, or I'll tell on you. Exactly. Especially if it's some grimy friend of a friend. Yes. And who wanted you all along. Yes, that is so true. Hey, CBD. Chris said, Frank, telling a story right now.
Hey, look, I ain't asked you all that stuff.
He said, you telling a story right now.
I ain't asked you that, sir. Nobody asked you to look deep into my answer, sir. No, but I feel like, good, bad, or indifferent, you need to be honest. Good, bad. Hey, Steve, what's up, cuz? I just think that you need to be honest in every aspect of your relationship, because if you're not, like I said, things will happen or something will pop up, and it could pop up at the worst time. And the worst time, man. And then, you got your spouse or your significant other looking at you like, I told you everything. I've confided in you with everything. I've always given you 100% of me in all things. And you did this to me?
So it's a bad idea for them to take it to their grave.
Whoa.
Right?
If you said those words to me, I don't know what I would do. I really don't. If you said to me, I've given you all of me to this point. I've shared everything with you. I've told you everything.
And
you held
this to me.
And you've held this back to me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All the stuff that we've been able to deal with, all the way we deal with each other, the relationship that we have, and you couldn't, you've held this, and you really couldn't tell me this? I think I would want to crawl under the bed, man, and never come out again.
Steve, the topic is been together for years and
finally pop a deep dark secret.
You have a deep dark secret. It came up through a couple I know, and one of the person in the relationship has a secret and wondering how to present it to the person they've been with for about 16 years. And they've held the secret for about 16 years and trying to decide if they should just bring it out. They have a wonderful relationship besides this secret. And they're trying to decide if they should bring it out. And they are afraid of what will happen to the relationship if they bring it out.
All right, so Just Jay said, what?
I'm always honest with my baby, but there are things that could destroy me.
Yeah, but I mean, if you choose to hold on to that, bro, once it does come out, if it ever does, which prayerfully it won't, but if it ever does, that's just gonna make the situation worse, man. Eleanor says,
no matter how hard you try, hiding the truth, sooner or later, it's gonna reveal itself.
Yes, it will.
Steve said, just tell them because the truth always comes to the light.
I'm trying to tell you.
So this person is feeling like, because everybody is saying that the relationship is over because the secret is devastating, that they might as well take it to their grave. And so some people don't believe that it will come out. Some people believe that they can actually take it to their grave and that will save their relationship.
I mean, it all depends on everybody. Like, here's the thing, and I'm gonna just say this right now. Us and the Chronicles family, everybody has their own opinion on whatever what this topic is. But it's basically up to that couple or whatever or whoever you know whoever it is. Basically, they have the last say so. I mean, it's cool to listen to everyone and get everybody's perspective and stuff like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's your heart on what you believe and what you feel you should do. I can't tell you to put your trust in me and everything's gonna be okay. So go tell. I can't say that because you know that's still your situation. You know what I mean? So just Jay said,
Just so you said, well, if it has to be or do with them, then it's a bad situation and you need to tell it. But if it was before them, you might as well tell. Um, Robert said, DJ Bilal, yes. Chris said that's true to some degree, but it will corrupt you from the inside out, sickness, etc.
yep,
Steve said it must be some really deep ish. It
yeah,
is. Okay, so let me say this, and I believe that if the person is watching, I said this before, but if I didn't, then let me just say this. Um, when you become spiritual, sometimes God put things on you that might seem like a hard um test. He might give you a hard test. But um you need to be able to find the strength to pass that test because that's saying something. So if we look at it in a spiritual aspect, then you have to have trust enough in God to do what's right and let God see you through.
and not only that, but
Because it's not about you, boo,
right.
or him.
More importantly, that is definitely the fact. But at the same time, you owe yourself the truth. And if you call yourself a friend to the person that you're with, because apparently there's been a building of a friendship along the way, and if you really can truly say that that's your friend or that's your best friend and you're me, I don't think that you should destroy your friendship by holding a deep dark secret. I mean, and if you are truly friends, you'll be able to get by it. You'll be able to get by it. It may break the relationship, but at the end of the day, you still may be able to remain friends. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just don't
I
think.
think that it will damage the relationship, but I don't really think it'll break it. What I feel like is that once again, people grow and change.
Right.
And just because you did not have that communication in the beginning,
don't mean you don't have it now.
Yeah, you have built it now. So there's no excuse to let it go on. Yes, it's been some years. But at this point, there's no excuse to let it go on because you have built something different now. You are a different person from what you used to be.
True.
So that can be not an excuse, but that can be ammunition. Plus the fact that being a child of God now, you don't want to take that for granted. Yeah.
That's a whole nother thing.
That's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother kit and caboodle.
So now it becomes you're not just lying to your mate, but you're lying. And remember, no sin is greater than another one. So you're lying before God. And do you really want to carry that? Forget your mate. Think about God.
Man, listen, you carrying that thing and it's a lie like that. Just for instance, you get into a car accident and pass. That's a lie. You ain't going to heaven because you held that. You never got rid of that. That's something you held on to. I mean, it's harsh to say that, but
it's true.
That's the truth. That's the truth. God don't play no Well,
You
all
can't
right.
teeter
I
totter on the
think, all
fence.
right, all right.
Yeah,
No,
you
it's either
can't
you
teeter
do
totter or
or
you
you don't.
don't.
Point blank, period. And if he say don't do it, I suggest not to do
So understand
it.
that God got your back when you come clean. When you walk in Him,
yes.
He got your back.
And if you repent, Lord, please help me with this. He gonna help you.
Mm-hmm.
Lord, if this person is for me, help me with this situation. I've held on to this thing for too long. I can't do it anymore. Lord, I'm just going to give it to you. And you smooth it over. You do what you need to do with it. I want to wash my hands of it. I need your help. I need your help, Lord. I need your help. And just give it to him. And he'll take care of it.
Chris said something that's so true, and along the line that what my husband said. I read that. I think I don't know. Did I?
No.
Eleanor said, "Tell it now. After all this time, it's like playing Russian roulette. It is worth pulling the. Is it worth pulling the trigger?"
That's right. That's right, Eleanor. That's right.
Chris said it may also reveal why a person acts or behaves a certain way or treat people, etc.
That's right.
That's true. And just like my husband said, you don't know how much closer that can bring you. Maybe y'all are not as close as y'all should be because of
you holding secret. Back.
Yes.
Because you're not able to let yourself be free enough to be yourself because you know you're holding something. You know what I'm saying? And once you get rid of that, then you are able to give yourself 100% freely.
And I so agree with that, because I feel like one of the reasons why we have a relationship that we have is because
you know, if you lied or cheated or whatever, that I was gonna bust you in the back of the head with my sneakers.
No, that's not. That's not what I was thinking at all.
Oh, all right.
You know, because I would never think of you that way. But now that you said something, I have to clutch my pearls. How dare you? No, but I mean, I feel like I have no questions about, because that lies begot lies. Mistrust begot mistrust. So if you're holding something and you can't get closer, you're also thinking, if I'm holding something, then maybe they're holding something, And so you're not free to, so to speak, turn your back and fall back and feel like you'll be caught freely, because it's that
you're doing something.
Yeah. And then you start looking at them side-eye. Okay, Steve said there's nothing more sacred than relationship. That's sound. So the secret may bend, but it shouldn't break. You're right. That's exactly what my husband was saying. Mm-hmm. How big up?
What you mean, Rob? What you mean?
How big up?
DJ Bilal?
Rob, he said, I'm sorry, I'm text driving. What about if the person knows it already and he's waiting for you? That's a good point. Woo! That is so good. You know what? We never even thought about that.
That's dope. And he just waiting for you to tell him.
So what about if the person already knows?
Yeah.
And he's just waiting for you to confide? Then you made this big deal out of nothing. And you should have been told him.
Now, what's crazy is if he knows already and he's been waiting 15 years for you to tell him, my goodness.
Chris Allen said,
I mean, what do you think of that? What do you think of that?
Chris said, the sneaker to the head. Eleanor said, Robert Jacobs, that's true. I will ask someone a question I already know the answer to, just to see if they'll be truthful.
Right.
Chris said it will be worse.
I mean,
so I see that there's no leeway with you.
I mean, if I knew about it already and I was waiting.
Well, baby, that wouldn't be you, because you would come out and ask me about it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be no 10
even
years.
Hold it.
It wouldn't be no 2 years. It wouldn't. I don't know if it'll be 2 weeks.
Yeah, you couldn't hold it.
I might give you a day.
And that's
just so I can deal with my temper.
It's so, when I brought this to my husband, it was like I had to try to think of something. I told him I had a deep star secret, and I had to try to think of something. And it was very hard, because First of all, it couldn't be nothing that happened while we got married because me and my husband has never been separated longer than overnight when I went to stay over Londy's house. Remember? And you stayed at mom's house. Oh, or you stayed at Londy's and I stayed at mine. Right, vice versa. That's the only time that we've been separating the whole time
Like
we've
4 years.
you've been married. So I had to think of something I don't know, out of the blue. And so all the things that I thought of, my husband just twisted his lips at me because he know me so well. So between the time we decided that this was going to be the topic and tonight, I was trying to think of something real juicy, but it was hard. So that's when I came up with the
Hey, Mom.
hi, Ma. The topic is you've been together with a person for, I got a friend who's been together with a person for many years, 16 years, and they are holding a deep, dark secret and they want to bring it out, but they're afraid of losing their mate.
What should they do?
Should they bring it out? Should they take it to their grave? You know, what is going to happen?
Honesty is the best policy.
Eleanor said, if you tell the truth, you don't have to remember the lie. Amen to that.
That's right,
Steve
Eleanor.
said, that sneaker to the head sounds like my grandmother. She was surgically with her shoes. She was surgical with her shoes. So so we all kind of agreed that it should come out. And then there's the spiritual part of it that you don't want to, you got to think about you got to think about God now. It ain't about you.
I just believe that the longer you hold it, the worse off it's going to be when it comes out. Because, like I said, one day it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out, whether you think it is or not. Man, listen. The truth always comes to the light. The truth always comes to the light. And the longer you hold on to that and hold on to that, there's so many feelings that are going to arouse when you finally tell it to your significant other. They're going to feel betrayed. They're going to feel like they can't trust you anymore. They're going to wonder what happened to the loyalty. You understand what I'm saying?
Or
these are some things that could they could
like
feel
Robert said, they might already know. Yeah. I never even thought of that. Suppose they already know, and they're just waiting for you to say something.
I think that I think will be even worse, because if that's something that you already know and you're just waiting for this person to tell you the truth, and this person deliberately does not tell you the truth for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and you got to wait for them to really be truthful.
It's
like, what kind of?
It's been at least
you understand
14 years. This is not like.
Well, I don't want to use that. I don't want to say that for 14 years, but I mean, how long could you actually sit and say, "Well, I've been knowing this for 14 years," and you just telling me?
Because it could
What kind of a person does that make you?
Because it could be the other person is waiting for that person to trust them totally enough, because they're that good. They're that much loving and that good that they want that person to trust them enough.
I don't think that if I knew something that you were supposed to tell me, I don't think I could hold on to that.
Chris, I would be out.
I don't blame you, because I think if I waited 10 years for you to tell me the truth, like, what else won't you tell me the truth? What else won't you tell me the truth about?
But if
I don't care how much you change over the years.
Yeah, and that suppose you knew that. Okay, let's say going into our relationship, you knew I had some emotional and mental issues that I had been through some stuff. And let's say I didn't trust the opposite sex. And it took a long time, as it was, for you to work with for us, and you've made mistakes in the past in a relationship, early in the relationship. Okay, so now, after all, it took us 10 years to get it together. But after all this time, we have finally gotten it together. And we're finally on another level. And we're finally working out and loving each other. But the secret never came out in the work that we were doing. You understand what I'm saying? The secret never came out. There never seemed like a perfect opportunity to bring this out to you doing all that we have went through. And I'm not making excuses. I just know the situation.
That's what it sounds like.
And so I just know the situation. And I know that it couldn't have been an easy road. But again, it needs to come out. I do agree
regardless
that it
of
needs
the road,
to come out.
it needs to come out. It needs to come out. It needs to come out. Plain and simple, because it's just damaging the relationship. It's damaging the trust. It's damaging everything. I just believe that.
Okay, so let me ask these men something, because I see Chris saying he's out. Yeah, meet the fist. I see DJ Just Jay said, listen, the worst is the baby, not mine. So there is no coming back from that. Eleanor says, if love is strong in the beginning, there should be no secret. Love is supported to conquer all. So let me say this. Okay, it is supposed to conquer all, but let me just say this. Let me say, because everybody's saying, they're being kind of hardcore. And let me just give you a little bit of background. No, just this. I want to say this.
The truth may seem harsh. The truth may seem harsh, but
okay, but
the truth is the light.
You're with somebody who you both went into the relationship and you both had your issues, okay? And there was some cheating on your side, and it took a while for y'all to build that strength in your relationship, because the relationship was rocky in the beginning, and you did your dirt, and maybe she did her dirt, and so it took 10 years, first of all, to come together and have a relationship like you're supposed to have. Okay, so
I'll figure like this: if it took 10 years, and now everything is supposed to be smooth and it's supposed to be the way that it's supposed to be, after all of that stuff that we went through, if you still holding a piece of this when you could have told me when all the turmoil was going on, and you bringing this up right now when it's supposed to be our perfect time, right? I think I don't think I want to rock out, because you
wasn't right. What if we both had issues?
If we both had issues and we both dealt with that along the line,
it took 10 years.
And it took us 10 years, both of us.
Okay,
10
so
years
now
to deal with each other's stuff.
6 years. 6 years later, we just got settled. 6 years is not a long time.
It's not a long time, but it's a long time to hold the secret.
Eleanor. Okay, so Eleanor said, who wants a dark cloud hanging over their head every day?
Right.
Not I said, okay.
Right.
That's Chris.
I don't want no.
And that's understandable. I'm just saying that, it's easy to, for hindsight, it's easy to unless you walk a mile in somebody's shoes. It's easy to say
Stop
what
trying to
would.
Take up for your sucker. Your friend is a sucker.
No, baby, don't say that.
Your friend is a sucker.
I'm just saying, and I'm not saying my friend is right. I'm just saying that it's easy to judge if you haven't walked a mile in somebody's shoes.
But you don't need to walk in nobody's shoes for no 16 years in order to be able to tell the truth.
That's your opinion. That's you, and I agree with you. But I also believe that everybody don't think like us, baby. Everybody is not like us. So
okay, all right. So check this out. Anybody right now, put in the chat a thumbs down if it takes you 16 years to be truthful. Is it yay or nay? A thumbs up if you're saying, well, it might be 10, 16 years before. Or come on, man, with that. 16 years to be truthful, I'm not beat. So I need a thumbs up or a thumbs
Steve
down.
said, if I've been with someone for 14 years at my age, I'm going to have to forgive. I'm not going back on the hunt. The only thing I don't think I could forget is if it had something intimate to do with a family member.
And Chris said, woo. And Steve, you're right. I feel you. Because at 54, I'm not trying to start all over and do all of that either. But at the end of the day, I'm not saying that I wouldn't have trust issues from this point on once that came out.
Even though in the beginning you both did your dirt.
Even though in the beginning we both did our dirt and we went 10 years.
And you know there was some emotional issues from the beginning.
Whatever there was, it all matched in 10 years. And here we go on the 11th year, going into these 6 new years that we think we got everything straightened out, right? We think we got everything straightened out. And all of a sudden you pop something else. Wait, listen to how much sense this makes. Wait, and now all of a sudden you pop something else out that could have been dealt with in those 10 years of turmoil?
Maybe you thought those 10 years of turmoil couldn't take nothing else. Maybe it was so bad that in those 10 years there couldn't be another thing that could be put in there. And that you had to strengthen. Sometimes you got to dig way down to come up.
Man, look, you digging that far down, you're going to come up in China. That's just my thing.
And it's not that. So, don't get me wrong, y'all. I'm not saying
Eleanor
that
said
the person
thumbs down.
Right. I'm
DJ Bilal said thumbs down. Chris Allen said thumbs down. Can we hear thumbs down from anybody else?
I'm not saying the person is right. All I'm saying is that, I think we're being very judgmental.
I don't think that is being judgmental. I just feel like nobody is going to be nobody wants to be lied to for 16 years. I'm just saying.
Okay. Eleanor said, bet to get it out now before dementia sets in and you just blurt it out. Steve said, if you had 10 years of turmoil, you might as well split anyway. No, they were kind of meant to be together, and it just.
If you survive 10 years of turmoil, that's what's up. But at the same time, I just feel like you still holding secrets after all of that, then something ain't right, man. Y'all ain't meant to be together.
Okay, Robin said, I know someone that held a secret for 29 years. This year, they told him.
Wow.
How did that turn out?
Yeah, right.
Mommy said, hell no. Hell no. It depends on what it is. Just saying. GL, if you have trust issues, then what do you have? Overdone. The end. That's all, folks. Thumbs down.
That's right. That's right, Mom. That's right. If you got trust issues, it's a wrap. You don't have nothing. You'll never be able to trust that person ever again. If they put on something and say, I'm going to the mailbox, and the mailbox is at the end of the driveway and you could see them, you will sit in the window until they get back in the house from going to the mailbox.
Chris said, that's how I truly feel. No judgment.
No judgment. That's what's up. I feel you on that. But I'm just saying, DJ once you destroy the trust, that's it. It's over.
DJ Just Jay said, I'm taking it to the grave and find the truth at my funeral, like my father kids.
Yo, Jay, you crazy, son.
Absolutely. How can you have love without trust?
That's right, Mom.
And I agree. I'm just saying some people don't think that way. And some people feel like it took them so long to build what they have now that they are so afraid of. I'm not taking up for this person.
I didn't say you were, but I'm just saying you trying to play the advocate, and you sound crazy right now.
I'm trying to play the advocate because
it sounds crazy.
I know what pain this person is in, and I
can
feel
understand
bad for them.
I can understand that, but at the same time, you made your own bed. You have to lie in it. If you didn't create that monster that you're dealing with, that would be something that you don't have to lie in. You don't have to deal with that. But that's something you created, something you have to deal with. And it's never going to go anywhere. It's never going to get better. It's never going to do anything until you face it and be truthful about it. It's as simple as that. Hey, Val.
Steve said, they say.
Wait, Mom said absolutely what?
Oh. Absolutely. I read that. Absolutely. How can you have love without trust? Valerie said, y'all are funny. Steve said, they say that communication is key, but trust is key. No trust leaves too much room for doubt.
No question.
I think communication and trust is key. Mm-hmm. Mom said, Terri, those people are called actors, and they get paid to do that.
Facts, Mom.
I was trying to set a scenario, but nobody's going with it. I tried to set a scenario with him, and it just did not work.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
So I guess the idea is that what we're telling the person is that they need to come out. They need to come out with it and take the consequences of whatever it is.
I mean, like when are you gonna own up to your own stuff? Basically, you're gonna keep lying and lying and lying and lying and lying and lying and lying until we catch up with you, and then. Just like Eleanor said, you keep lying, you're going to have to remember the lies. Soon enough, them lies going to get difficult. They're going to get difficult.
And I would just say that what I said earlier, to stand by the fact that, you are now spiritual, and this could be a touch from God. And if for no other reason, you don't want
to lie to God.
Period. Yeah, you don't want to have that sin against you with God.
Let's see. DJ Bilal said,
the child knows who her father is now. Now the mother had to tell her father, and she was afraid of what he was going. Oh, that's what happened. He said the child knows who her father is now. Now the mother had to tell her father, and now she was afraid of what he was going to say, and the father accepted.
Nice.
Chris said, hold it or tell it. DJ Just Jay said, just don't talk about it. Steve said, no sense in having communication with a person you don't trust because you can't trust them to be honest. That is so true. It was like
that's I said about talk right
that was
there,
what I said about swimming. Remember I said that I don't trust anybody to teach me how to swim, but I would trust you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. Mom said, what a tangle when we weave when first we practice to succeed. Yes. That is so true though. So I basically
be truthful.
It's time. And I really, honestly, this is just my opinion. I really don't think it's as bad as you have put it in your head that it's going to be.
You know why it's that bad in that person's head?
Because of guilt.
Huh?
Because of guilt.
Because of guilt, and it's been so long. So many years of piling a piece of guilt on top of it, a piece of guilt on top of it, piece of guilt on top of it. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, every year or every minute or every hour or every whatever, when they think about that thing, that's another piece of guilt piling on top. You understand what I'm Listen, when it does come out and it's told or whatever, even if you lose your relationship, you're gonna have so much lifted off your chest and off your shoulders because now you don't have to worry about walking around with this thing weighing you down all the time.
Mom said that is what I'm talking about. Mom said, I have a question. What's your question, Mom? Yeah. I agree, baby. I totally agree with everything everybody's saying. I just wanted to just kind of play advocate.
You know what? I'm going to tell y'all something. My mom, years ago, I think I was about 14 or 15 years old. I used to lie quicker than the cat could lick his butt with his tongue on it. Right?
Oh my God, that's Elijah.
I used to lie crazy. and then I told us one line. It was crazy. I had to remember it, and this, that, and the third. And mom jumped on my boots. She went off, wilded out, whatever the case. But we sat down and we had a talk. And mom came straight up and down and she said, "You don't have to lie to me, good, bad, or indifferent. Even if you lie to me, I'm gonna still be on your side. I'm your mother. I always got your back. But you don't have to lie to me. If you tell me the truth, even if it's bad, I still got your back. We'll be able to deal with it and we can figure it out. Just don't lie about it." And from that day on, my mama put it in the chat. I haven't lied to her one day. And I just stopped lying, period. Like, I kind of took that and ran with that whole scenario because I feel like if I could have that relationship with mom, I could have that type of relationship with well, not that type, but I would be able to have a decent relationship with somebody else without having to lie to them and they would believe, you know what I mean? So,
Mom said, if you really love someone and you love your relationship, how could you keep the truth hidden?
exactly, mom.
Well, I for myself can't answer that because I'm like water. I spill everything. I'm like, it runs. There's nothing. I'm comfortable enough with my husband that there's nothing. I don't feel like there's nothing I can't tell him. I can't fathom what it would be that I would keep from him. I don't see anything that would be that bad. But in the situation with this person, they have had everything. Their relationship was hardcore from the beginning, and neither one of them was really prepared, but they kind of stuck by each other through a lot of stuff from both of them, a lot of mess from on each side. So they really, the lessons that we know of, it took them 10 plus years to learn in a relationship. So
Um,
that's why it's like that. DJ Just, I lied so much as a kid that I don't have to lie now. I'm 46. Either deal with it or don't and move the F on.
that's right, Just Jay.
Stevie G said, love is a powerful entity. It can overcome more than we think it can. It
That's
can
right.
make you facilitate the forgiveness you probably didn't know you had. Simple. God is love and God is in all of us. That is beautiful and true.
That's the truth. I mean, and that's just like what I said earlier. If you finally just tell the truth, when you tell the truth, it may not even be that person that you tell the truth to may not even take it as harsh as you're thinking that it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Especially it's 16 years later. They might be like, man, you should have said something a long time ago, but it is what it is. Wow, I didn't know you did something like that. And then that's what we having for dinner. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It may not even be anything. Okay, so
Bob said, if there's a child involved, how could you cheat a child out of the truth that they will hear in the streets as soon as someone get too much to drink or gets mad?
That's a fact.
True that.
That's a fact.
Chris said, true, GL. I definitely agree with all the comments, and hopefully that person is on and watching and
it's on and popping.
Took some of our advice and I pray that everything turns out okay for them.
Right. Oh man!
Thank you, y'all. This was wonderful.
This was a nice little topic tonight, y'all.
Yes, we need some more topics, guys.
Mom, drop one on us, Mom, because you be coming with the doozies.
Yeah, and some lately I've found that we've been coming with some because people have been coming to us about real life issues. So I try very hard not to put too much information out there so that I won't be telling nobody business or putting anybody business out there. And still, I try to show all aspects of it at the same time. So it's not always easy to
Try and help someone.
Yeah, to get everything out so that they can get the best advice. But I do my best. So if you guys have any topics or know if someone's going through something,
drop them in the inbox.
Let us know.
Let us know what's going on. Thank y'all. And again, Stevie G's project is out. You can pick it up on Amazon. The museum, the book is out. That's the book that I did work on.
2 weeks. We'll have hard copies of Stevie G
project. I was on the radio today. I don't know if any of you guys chimed in, but I was on WQFS or QFC. I'm sorry, and please don't charge it to the head and not the heart, y'all, because I can't remember the radio station, but I know it's Greensboro, North Carolina, and I was on there today for an hour at 12, and I think I did a pretty good job.
He did an
thank y'all
job.
for whoever
Eleanor
listened.
said, good conversation, you guys, and some great input. You guys have a good night. Krista, good night. Eleanor said, Chris Allen, good night, King. Steve said, good night, Garden and Valley. Steve said he heard you.
Oh, nice. Thanks, cuz.
And Eleanor said it's passion fruit. Okay. They didn't have a chance to go back and forth tonight.
Good night. DJ Bilal
the topic, baby mama in the same club.
Oh.
Okay. So baby mama in the same club. Can you just give me a little bit more detail on that so I know how to put it? More like bananas. Baby mama in the same club. What do you mean they're in the same club?
You might be DJing and your baby's mom is in the same club. Is that?
Yeah, same club as what? That's what I'm asking. That's what mom said. Same club as what? Baby mama in the same club, and same club like you and
Bilal. Same club as what, Bilal?
So what else, GL, to give us a better understanding, and that'll be next week's topic.
Yeah, put it in my inbox, my brother. We don't want to give away the okay.
If you with your wife and she sees the baby's mother, the dance. Oh, okay. So you're out with your wife and.
All right, hold on to it. We're gonna discuss it. I'm pretty sure everybody read that, but we're gonna put it together for next week. So all right. So we're gonna dedicate that topic to DJ Bilal for next Monday.
And be here next Monday.
Yeah, B, you gotta be here next Monday.
Baby mama in the same club. I'm gonna use that exact title.
All right. So with that being said, we thank
love
y'all.
You.
We
thank you for joining us.
We still, we still got the book. The Power of God is still out. My mixtape, DJ Get Loose.
From My Rib.
Hopefully be done soon.
Will be done before next year. Oh Lord, Steve guy is bougie banana.
Right.
Is the baby's mama the side chick? You know what? That's what mom said.
Mom
Because if she's just in the club, mom's right though. If she's just in the club, so what?
Yeah, it really ain't.
Unless something's still going on.
All right, so with that being said, y'all, this is the Hatchett Chronicles. Thank y'all for joining us for our Hatchett Chronicle family. We love y'all. Peace and love.
We are out.
And we are out. We'll see y'all prayerfully next Monday.